All right, we are live and on the air, and we're actually live this week. Crystal Lake Fridays. We're back. Friday night again. One more week to an actual Friday 13th, but we're going to have a good week warming up to it. Hope you're all doing well. I'm at Dawn and here to entertain as much as possible with another evening of Friday the 13th. So we've got a couple people in the room already. Hope you're all doing well. And as soon as everybody else joins in, we'll get underway. Nerd, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. I'm actually live tonight, man. Hopefully it continues. Hopefully I don't have another repeat of what happened last week. How are you doing? Mr. Matthews is here. Is it happening? It's happening. It is. And this time, I think we're actually going to stay here, not having you guys sit here for 40 minutes while I talk to myself. Let's just get rid of that bar. Didn't see that. Sure, what's up with the audio tonight? Soy, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Maybe it's because we haven't started a game. That's probably just what it is. So we'll wait. We'll wait. So what's going on, everyone? What is new? How has the week been? It is Friday. Time for the weekend. I'm currently in a text conversation with a buddy about the latest episode of Picard, Nerd. I'm sure if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Soy-based has granted at Dawn to show his artwork. Yep. So whenever he pops it up on Reddit, I'll bring it on the stream. We had Gandalf last week. Man, I should have other music queued for when this game doesn't have music going, so I can play it in the background. Let's see what I got. 'Cause I'm not too sure what's up here. We've got sound effects. Let's play my other stuff that I've got I've got some other pretty cool tunes that I play in the background of the bits and pieces, so we'll rock some of that because it's copyright free. Just so it's not me talking and I can put on a cool announcer voice. Mr. Matthews says, Hello, nerd. I enjoyed your commentary in Cub's Corner. I'm glad you finally gave Cub a chance to talk. Oh, man. If it was anything like I had heard the digital pollution was this week, where it was Cub and 6 listeners, then I have sympathy for nerd for hanging in there. But if you're talking about Picard and Dr. Who Cares, as Cub calls it, I haven't even watched an episode fully. I told Cub that when I went to do his last Cub's Corner. I hadn't watched an episode. I watched some spoiler reviews. Said I'm done. I'm out. Oops. Meant to turn the volume down. Started doing the Mr. Matthews says, I can't believe he's still on snow. That's why I had to get a video up. Because we're in March, and we might have to... it does happen in April, too. I got to admit, sometimes we get snow in April in our area, but it's usually the East Coast, like Newfoundland and New Brunswick. That area is brutal for that sort of thing. Oh, we're going in a game. Ah, that's just our game. Close the lobby. Alright, let's start off with a bot. We'll do a bot run. Oh, we have the music back at least. We'll do a quick bot run. That way I warm up too. Because I was practicing a bit, but couldn't hurt to have a little bit more practice. So it says, not much. I want to make a Discord for at dawn. We still do, but it's melting. Yeah, that's what happened today. So we got a bunch today. We probably got, what would it be in inches? It was a decent amount. So I jumped out there. But it'll be gone by Monday. Monday is supposed to be super warm. So all that stuff will be gone. But that's awesome. So if you want to do that, help set up the Discord, that'd be great. Uh-oh. Well, that song's gonna have to play because I'm locked on the game screen. Good old dual monitors.
They shouldn't be here,
in Steam.
Jason.
Inti, what's going on, man? We're just doing a warm-up match because I couldn't find a room. And I have some background music playing because it was taking forever. That should end in about, you know, a minute. So do you know what Discord is? Oh yeah, man. I'm on like Jez's Discord, and I'm on a couple others as well. I'm familiar with Discord and how to use it. I just haven't had the time to set it up. But I could definitely use some mods on there when I do. Don't be calling Tommy already. So it says 57 here tomorrow. I would say it's probably going to be about that here. About 10. No!
Oh God, he's killing us! Jason's alive! Please help us!
Oh, I got him before he could call him. Done. Killed him before he could call Tommy. Now I just need to kill the power.
Kill for mother.
Where's the power box? Right behind me. Where else would it be? So it says, I think a Reddit would be cool too. I have a Reddit for the channel. I'm pretty sure I do. Well, I have my, well, not a thread. I have like an account, so I can always start a thread as well. But definitely, for sure, man. I'm down for all that stuff. I was actually oh, what? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did I put a trap down on the phone? Ah, that's what it is. Come here, Deborah. But no, I was actually brainstorming and laying out ideas for the video that I mentioned in the poll. I put a new poll up on the channel for the 200th video because I went through my YouTube, all my YouTube videos, deleted a bunch of stuff that were just basically 10-second clips of test streams, Times I'd been cut off the air. And I think I'm at about 187 actual videos, so I gotta get that ready. So I was putting together some plans for that today. It's a pretty aggressive plan, so we'll see how that goes. Come here, Deborah. So it says, I think I'm going to show off an old piece of my artwork from 2016. I stopped drawing for a while. Nice. Well, that's a good thing about that. If you keep it, then you can always go back. One of the cars is getting repaired, but which one? Let's try this one. Nope. It was this. Mr. Matthews said some way to DM each other would be cool since YouTube took that feature away. I don't even remember that feature. Oh yeah, I'm all over the Instagram. Remember. Whoop. Again. Come here, Jenny. I'm out of traps now. Oh, another backbreaker. But yeah, we can definitely set up a Discord. Get a Reddit thread going.
To die, Jason. Make them suffer.
Snow! Snow Dub's in the house. He's like, he says it's killing time. It is. Snow says right there it is. Or soy. So it says YouTube decided to delete it. Says I vaguely remember it, although I didn't have anyone at the time to send messages to. That's probably what it was. Because back then I wasn't in any communities. It was just going on to watch my usual like YouTubers, that's it. Oh. La Choppa's got the battery. Let's chop him.
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Says people were using it for bullying, I'm sure. Well, everyone on social media, all trolls, take advantage of everything. So it says it was deleted back in September. I don't even remember that feature being there. Maybe that's once you reach the level of the community when I can open like my page up, and I wasn't there.
That's
Not
my
too sure.
special boy.
Ah, okay. Well, you had to follow someone on their message. Ah, on their YouTube to message them. Never mind. Google Plus. Google Plus. I remember. Now I remember. I remember Hangouts, using that for streaming. Snowdep says yes, the machete slide, the Jarvis, I think they call it in the game. Yeah, I bought the premium pack for the part 4. Part 4, Jason. I have the Ultimate Slasher on. Well, I think it came in this one. I bought it on my PlayStation copy. But yeah, Snow's just finished up his Evil Dead stream. Season 1 of Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Jason, don't let them.
Come here, Tiffany. It's okay. It's only Jason. And then I think that's called Chop Suey. That kill? I can't remember. Been a while since I purchased them.
Yes. Kill for mother.
So it says, okay, who deleted my link? Someone approve this. I didn't see a link come up, so I tried again. Maybe YouTube blocked it. Yeah, Mr. Matthews right, I didn't see anything come up. I was busy killing Tiffany, so that might have been it. Nope, jumped out again. Running towards me. Missed me with the flare gun. Missed me with the flare gun. Ah. And back in the window, of course.
No.
And back out the window. Oh, these bots.
They want to hurt you.
I linked a link. YouTube is watching me. Could be. Is she in the closet? Nope. This says usually it's the race to approve something whenever something gets held up for a review. Yeah, especially when we start talking about Fago. When we get on the food part of the chat and talking about all those wonderful things. I still haven't bought the Fago. There she is, just underneath the bed. Okay, looking soy. We're watching.
That's my Jason. That's my special boy.
Who do we got left? When you get down here, Chad's gonna be hiding somewhere. The last person always hides for some reason. Whoever programmed this, there it is. I see Mr. Matthews has got eyes on it, and I see Fago. Pineapple Fago. I'm pretty sure you guys were talking about that being good when we got into the Fago discussion. I might get myself community striked by saying Fago over and over again, but so it says, why is it not showing up? I'm not trolling. I'm not too sure. Usually a good bet that when they're hiding in here, like in the big building. No, pineapple's not good. Squirt. That's it. Squirt. Sorry. I remember it's talking about both. Well, I couldn't find Squirt. Sorry, Soy. I found Fago at my local convenience store. I guess we're close enough to the US border that we can get some of that stuff. I was on the right track. It was the same discussion. OG says strike 2. Nerd says sorry, Jason, but you don't get to go killing until you eat your Brussels sprouts. OG is in the house. How's it going, OG? But right. Exactly, nerd. Maybe that's why he went out to swim at night. Not the whole story about trying to prove how brave of a boy he is. He was just trying to avoid the Brussels sprouts. Leave the power on. Easier to see. And he says, I say the head stomp is the best kill. At least for me. The head stomp's pretty sweet, but I like the one that you get in higher levels. The free kick, where you like knock the person on the head to their knees and then kick their head off. I think that comes out at level 120. So I got a while on here for that one. So it says, so you won't be able to see my charcoal portrait. But I have Reddit, so you can always put it on Reddit, and then I can pop on, or if it's on Reddit, just let me know when I can pop on to Reddit when we're in a break waiting for a game to start, and I can always bring it up. Oh, there he is. I knew he'd be in one of these rooms, just sitting here. Hello, Chad. I'm like 7 feet tall and just ready. Inti says it doesn't revel in cruelty, which speaks efficiency. You can quickly go back to killing, but squishing your prey like a bug in a lower camera angle states I'm better than you. Nice, Inti. But I agree with the quick kills, especially when you have a lot of trolls. You don't want to be doing the longer kills, so I hear you on that. Because you want to get as many chances at killing them. Snow says, Hail Oiler Greg. OG says, all good. Had to recover from my first stream on Cubs channel. Oh my god, you were on tonight? I should have tuned in. Should have tuned in. I heard Nerd was on as well. Whoops.
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
OG says nicely put. So he says it's on Reddit. Okay, so just let me get this over with. This kill over with. Get Chad out of the way. And I'll go check it out. I'll see if I can get it up. Chad, don't. Fuck you! Get out.
Get up, Jason. Find them.
Stupid pocket knives. Is he in the closet? Ah. M says, OG, I'm surprised your new reaction figure didn't come with the business, with the BB-8 companion. Nice. I thought that said Better Business Bureau. That's what I was going to pronounce it as, but BB-8. OG says, indeed, M. Inti says, Chad has left the building. He got away. I had him, Inti. I think he's still in here somewhere. Nope. Where the heck's he going? No. Terrible. Can't hit him moving. I'm standing still target. Again, I missed. That's why. I need to practice. So he says it's charcoal painting me 2020 it's titled. Okay. Sounds good. Any environmentals around here? We'll just give the machete slide again, Snow. There you go, bud. OG says I was on the last 40 minutes or so, still learning the ropes. All good, man. Awesome that you were on again. That's how you start. Like the first couple times, even back when we first ran into each other and I was on Bonnie, I was still like, when I first went on with Rookie and then I was on with Bonnie and Mary a couple times, I was still nervous, man. I was still like, whoa. Even there was only a couple people listening, it's still like, it was all good. Mr. Matthew says, I think Nerd was on in spirit. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought he was on because OG says he was quite verbose. Verbose today. Inti says, all it took was a meat cleaver to the chest to react. Well, yeah, exactly. Mr. Matthew says, good job, Greg. I watched the first 40 and the last 40. Nice. All right. So let's search for an actual game. And then, like I said, I'll pop on Reddit. I think I can look at it through here. We did it last week. Or did Soy might have linked last time? Bear with me. So here we are. Oh, come on. Chad's got to go. Sorry, Chad. I'm not starting as you. So, sorry if I scroll on my phone. I'm going to find the link and email it to myself to bring it up on the computer. Because I'm not signed in. Actually, I don't think we follow each other, so I should have... I know where to go. Hold on. Going into my channel, into my videos. We learned this last time. It was in the Sega boxing. Sega unboxing. In the comments. So I got that. Because I wasn't logged in. So this time. Still not working. Quick, Zoe, put the link on one of my videos, and I can jump to it. Oops. Mega Jetty, what's going on, man? Says that he's on his stepdad's phone to do no internet, won't be on all night. Thanks for popping in, man. I did see your note on Twitter. I haven't had a chance to respond to it, but Mega's having some issues with his internet. Sorry to hear about that, man. But thank you so much for coming in. Good to see you here. You're one of the gang. You're one of the crew for sure. Mr. Matthews says, well, you sided with Cub. That's my only character. That's why I stay in the middle, Em. Sometimes I do have to... Sometimes Cub actually has valid points. But he has a lot of points. So they balance out. So he says that Don encouraged me to keep drawing. I sure did, man. Do it. If that's something you enjoy, then more power to you, man. Like, that's what I do here on YouTube. I do game streaming. I do my videos every once in a while when I get them done. And then I have the unboxing channel where I just basically F around. That unboxing channel is just a total workspace. All my unfinished material goes on there. So you should. You should definitely keep going, man. Inti says next Friday is the Friday 13th. It is. It is. I mentioned that off the top, Inti, right when we came on. Next week is the Friday 13th, so I'm going to have to stream until like 2 in the morning again. I think that we did that last time. OG says, I sided with who is correct. Of course, I could be wrong. I doubted myself when I saw whose side I was on. Mr. Matthew says, I LOL every time Cover Brent asked you a direct question, and there was a long pause before you turned your mic on, just long enough to give you a one-word response.
Real? This can't be real.
So it says, okay. And says, what's up, Mega? Okay, we're not Jason. We're Deborah. So we actually have to do stuff. OG says, that was my model for future streams. Nerd one-word response. Well, that's perfect for when you're on with Cub. It won't break the feed up. There won't be an interruption in the sound. Cub's voice can flow. Unhinged. Nerd says he wasn't getting paid. Says, I completely understand. OG says, keep drawing, Soy. You have talent. See? OG's with you as well, Soy. That's what we're here for. That's what we do. Mr. Matthew says, are you planning to stream all the Uncharted games? I think that's to Nerd, because he had started... I was able to jump on while I was at work the other day. On my phone, and I was able to watch some of Nerd. So it says I linked it, and thanks OG. Okay, sounds good. Once we get to the next break, Soy. Which video did you put it in? By any chance? Mr. Matthews says, I felt lucky to even get one word in when I talked to him. I never have. I don't know. Cub always lets me talk. Well, I wouldn't say lets me talk. I would say there's enough room. There's enough room. I remember times on the DLC that Jez and I would have to basically tell him, slow down a bit. We can't keep up. So it says, you will see. Sounds good. Sounds good. But all jokes aside, Cub's a good guy. Super supportive when it comes to this sort of thing. Just very opinionated. Very opinionated. Oh, somebody's talking. Televiper. Pappy Graybeard. Jeez, and I got called a boomer, Jason. OJ says, this week was my first time in my life to wear a headset. It will take a bit to get used to. Oh yeah, man, I think I'm a little bit more used to it because I used to, whoa! I used to play all the time. Online games, like I was big into Warcraft. You don't need no battery, bud.
Where I'm going.
You just want
Let me know when you're dead.
Deborah's glasses. That's not happening. So it says, everyone, I expect a joke from someone. A good joke.
Wrestling.
Nerd says, I only have the first 3, but when I get 4 and the spin-off with Chloe. That guy sounds pretty creepy. The spin-off with Chloe from number 2, yes. I screwed up on one of the fingers. Oh, on the picture? Oh, good, man. OG says, I thought you were going to discuss games. LOL Cub had other plans. That's why I said to him when I was on the one time with the two of them, that I need to go on again so we can talk more about games. We can take over Cub's stream and just talk video games. Mr. Matthew says, I've been meaning to play through that series. Have you played Last of Us? I haven't played that myself, but I've watched people play it. I have a buddy that was loved both those games. They seem pretty decent.
I think I put that on right.
Why do we have a Vanessa trying to pour gas? M says, OG, you noticed that I tried, right? OG.
There,
And OG says,
got it.
but you saved that stream to Pete. Could finish the 8-hour marathon. Yes. Yes. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Puppy Graybeard. Just start screwing with this guy. Seems annoying. We do have a Tommy. Deborah. Get in there. There we go. M says, I do it again. It's still weird to carry a conversation like that, though. It's too easy to talk over someone. That's what it was like at first, when I was doing the DLC with Cub and Jez. You get to know a flow after a while, like the pattern. Cub doesn't really have a pattern; he just goes. But you get to know that the ebbs and flows, like we always worked out the sections. Inti says, I've played the first hour of The Last of Us so many times I can no longer bring myself to do it again. But you haven't got further in the game, Inti? All the times I've been able to play it, it has always been the very beginning. Ah, so you've only got into the first little bit. Mega says, stepdad has a job, it isn't making enough to pay for it. TV phone, to pay for TV phone internet services. If he loses the car next, I'll be jobless. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen, Mega, for sure. Mr. Matthew says, I thought it was super good. OG says, when I get my PC working, I have an idea for streaming themes, mysterious worlds with Euler, Greg, and Mr. Matthews. There we go. I'll check that stream out. I'll come on. I just like coming on and contributing and doing it, like, because I got the stream here and it's all fun and everything. Where are you going? Pick me up. Trying to run me over, eh? I'm out. But yeah, whenever I go in the chat for digital pollution and stuff, they want me to go on, but I'm good with just being in the chat, man. Just chilling in the chat for a bit like everybody else. So it says, but everyone be prepared to be amazed. Nice. But it took 2 weeks to draw. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Yep. Mr. Matthew says, I'm there. I'll definitely check that out too. Why are they outside me? OG says, covering different mysteries on each stream, like AC Clark's Mysterious World way back when. M says, sounds like a plan. You're on Jizz's Discord, right?
Okay, I think I know where it is. Hey, baby. Are you guys lift or are you guys killers?
I think they're killers. I think they're killers.
Jason killed them to get more kills than you, boo-boo.
Boo-boo?
Yeah, boo-boo.
I'm gonna give you guys boo-boos if you don't stay still.
Yeah, yeah, boo-boo.
That's not too creepy or anything.
Right? I think Pamela Voorhees is in the car. I am.
I'm literally creeped out right now. Alright. Well, we've done absolutely nothing. Both cars have been fixed and people are trolling. Nobody called the cops, so I guess I'm dead. Thanks, everyone. So he says, WTF that voice. Both of them. The Jason. That Jason is so creepy. Other dude isn't much better. OG says, one way or another, we will figure it out. I'm getting better at this stuff. Nice. So Poppy Graybeard has no kills. So basically the play is to stay alive until the time runs out. Because they're just trolling this guy hard. So that's all we have to do here, guys. All we have to do...
Get out of my house.
Is stay alive.
Jesus.
But the thing with that is, it's gonna get really boring. And rage is now active. So we'll just stand by the fire. Stay warm by the fire, Deborah. It's the best way to be. And while we're waiting, I'm gonna try to pop over to find Soy's message. Have it ready for the next break so we can show his artwork. I do not see it, so I think we need to start following each other on Discord, man, on Reddit, because I don't see a message. It's like YouTube's blocked it completely, or a notification on a video. I mean, that's Deborah sits in front of the fireplace. Bleeding subscribers like, I don't think so. So whoa, we're getting
Get
kicked.
us out of here. And that's some.
I don't think it happened, man. I don't think it worked. It's under your most recent video. I'll check it out. True Trust, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. He says, "Sup, everyone. Hope you're doing well." Mr. Matthews says, "And Pete, if you were saying we should crash Cub Stream with a bunch of video game shenanigans, I'm completely on board. Then he will be the one who's sorry." Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. Just start talking about every... We'll just go on and we'll do top 10 lists every time we're on. Or maybe when we're there, we'll just start doing like top 10 game lists of every console. We'll start like with the oldest console we remember or we've ever heard of. And then we just go. I guess it would have to be ones we've played because we wouldn't be able to top 10 games we haven't played. That would make sense. Everybody's friending up. So it says, "True is a cool CST, everyone."
Why are you toying with
20 minutes of watching Deborah jog around a cabin. Oh, 2 people left. Tommy left. Really? Really? You're killing me. True says, "Thank you, Soy." Everybody's welcoming True in. Cool cat. Got it. Okay. Sounds good. Well, thanks for coming in, True. And if you're one of Soy's buddies, welcome. If you're not, still
Inside
welcome.
this house.
Really?
Why don't you just kill them?
I'm going for it right now.
Well, maybe I should lock the door.
Come here. Come here. I'm tired of this crap.
I'm gonna be really tired of that.
Oh, who are you calling an asshole?
The person with the pocket knife in their neck, bro. Kind of jumped there.
Oh, fuck. Who is that?
Trying to kill me.
God, I can't look. Okay, all set.
Come here.
Yes! No kill for you, Jason. That was my plan. Run in front of the car. OG says, "Do it, guys." And so he says, that guy playing Jason, though. Exactly. And he invited him over. Well, thanks for inviting. Everybody's welcome here. Crystal Lake Fridays is what we do. Ho-Ho is leaving. No kills for you. Terrible, Jason. And he says, "Maybe I should lock the door." Jason burst through. Perfect timing. I know. I legit jumped. You guys probably saw that if you were watching the camera feed. I legit jumped. I will fully admit. That freaked me out. I was like, whoa!
Well done, Jason. Your job is done. Return to mommy.
Oh, let me get back to the main screen. I'm getting... His video is getting copyright claimed. I still can't get to the menu to mute people. Mr. Matthews says, "Pete will plan our attack carefully. We'll have to pick a bunch of games like 1942, Medal of Honor, and Wolfenstein, where the Germans always lose. Also, Bionic Commando." Sounds good. Sounds good to me. So let's block out Chung there. Yeah, Poppy. Like, I got called a boomer, but geez, you're the king of the boomers. Rocking that way. Like, even I would get more than that. Yep. I know, it's a sick burn. So it says, okay, it's under the bits and pieces video. Nerd says LOL. OG says sweet. M says, OG, your entrance must have been where the 2 likes came from. Alright, so let's pop in the bits and pieces for today. Or yesterday, I mean. Yeah, yesterday. Oh, I know where it is. It's going to be in the comments that aren't approved, so now I know where it's going to be. Because I think it might have got... The spam filter might be catching it. No? Yeah, it didn't come up, so I'm not too sure what's going on. And he says, I have good memories of Wolfenstein. Imagine my surprise when I saw Hitler in a mech suit. Oh yeah, at the end. So do I. That first Wolfenstein 3D, I do. Like, I was pretty young when that one rolled out, but I do have good memories of it. OG says people were too shocked to hit the right button, or we would have had 9 likes. So it says, yep. Yeah, I was checking, so it's not in my thing. None of my comments to react to, and it's not in the spam filter either, because I know sometimes they get held. I know, so like, what the hell is going on? Mr. Matthew says, I'm going to correct myself, though. I think the Japanese were the bad guys in 1942 series, a bold choice from a Japanese developer like Capcom. And Mr. Matthews says, Inti, have you ever played through Bionic Commando and seen Hitler's head explode? I've never finished the game. I had a lot of fun playing Bionic Commando. Like, I remember my buddy had it back in the day, but we never played it far enough. He may have cleared it, and I don't know. I have a bad habit of losing interest in games, so... and not finishing them back then. But then quite the opposite. I remember like way back, like in a sleepover, we stayed up super late and tried to beat Gauntlet 2. We tried to actually clear Gauntlet on the NES. But of course we didn't know that it couldn't be cleared. I think we eventually passed out. We were at like level 400 and something. And he says, I've been playing Doom 2 these past days. I had Ultimate Doom for Windows 95, but never really played the second one, only the first couple levels. Check under Digital Productions comments there. It's there, I refreshed twice. Okay, hold on one sec. I will check it out. Mr. Matthews says, I know, I'm still waiting for you to finish Mega Man. Yeah, yep. And he says Hitler's and then a Japanese Bionic Commando. I don't think he made it in the American release. Yeah, they did that a lot in the day. They edited out unsuitable content. The American, that is. What they consider to be unsuitable content. So it says it went from 1 to 2 at Mr. Matthews. If anybody else can see that comment that Soy's talking about on my latest Bits and Pieces video, try to copy and paste it into the chat here. Because I looked and it wasn't there. I'm going to look again when we're stopped. When we're in another break. OG says, me and Kathy spent years slowly battling Gauntlet. With like save states and everything, like saves. Can it be beaten? I didn't even know Gauntlet could be beat. I just remembered that we fell asleep. I remember that we fell asleep, and his mom reset the damn game. Turned the game off. We woke up. We were like, what the? No! Our save progress! Like our... Or the pause! The pause! Mr. Matthews says, they changed all the Nazi stuff,
Jason,
but I think
why are
they...
you coming after me? I'll fuck you up. Come here. What you got?
But I think they left in the Hitler
Mother.
as the final bad guy.
Come
have
on.
To have to fact check it though.
There. Got it.
Help me out here. What a friggin' troll! This Chung person, oh my god. Dancing when they could have knocked me free. OG said, do you do game development? Can you put Cub in an as an ultimate German bad guy? I could do like a text space. I used to do like text space back in the day. So. Been a while though. That was like Commodore 64. Doing sprites. OG says, I never told her we couldn't beat it. Nice. There is an ending. I promise you. This game has an ending. Way to go, Dad's Tads. Man, that Chung player. Suiciding is a bit much, though. Like, I'll run in front of the car and get knocked down, but I'm not gonna leave the game. I'm gonna look on my phone as well, so I'm gonna do that right now. Well, that would be why I can't find it. I'm on the unboxing channel on the phone. OG says we played a lot of Golden Axe too. Oh yeah, so did I, man. Golden Axe on
I put
Sega
that on, right?
Genesis. Played a ton of that.
It worked. It actually worked. Holy shit! It started!
Got it. I got the comment, Soy. Oops. Why can't I just copy? Should be able to. I'm gonna open it in Safari and I'm gonna email myself the link. That's what we're gonna do. Copy the link.
You've done your job well.
Walking
Mom
through
is
my
pleased.
slow hands.
Come home, sweetie.
On technology. OG says the Canadian suicide rules. Exactly. If I'm hit, well, it wasn't really a suicide. I suggested that the player should take me out. Got it. Email it to myself. Boom. That'll do it. Hopefully we don't need to sign in. Last time I didn't need to sign in, so we should be fine. Unless Gmail blocked the link. All right, guys, here we go. While we're in the room waiting. This time it's on my phone, so I'm going to follow you so it's easier to find. But charcoal portrait me. So there we go. Says I screwed up one of the fingers, but overall it came out good. Looks fine to me, man. That's awesome. That's with the little charcoal like pencil or like the pen that you were talking about. That's some great work. Here you go, guys. Check it out while we're waiting. Inti says, Bionic Commando originally released as Hitler's Resurrection Top Secret. It says they kept Hitler as Master D, the head explosion in the English version as well. Uchi says it actually works definitely on Monza. Definitely the Monza. We need to get in that. It's not official Friday 13th evening unless I'm driving that car. Inti says they took the swastikas and text references to Nazis out. And M says, wow, Soy, I agree. And Soy says the finger is too thick. But hey, I think that looks great, man. Awesome work. Like top notch. Click on it. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we just look at the picture. I don't know. It looks like in proportion to the other finger, so I don't think it's a problem. Charcoal pencil. Gotcha. Well, thank you for sharing it, Soy. And I hope everybody had a chance to check it out. Check out I put it in a different stream, the last stream we had. So the more you have, man, I'll definitely share that and I'll save that. So in case we need to pull it up again, I'll bookmark that. That way we don't lose it. Oh, the next finger. Like the one that was pointing down? I think it looked pretty good. It looked fine to me from my perspective. Alright, let's see what else we're going to talk about. While we're waiting for that timer to count down. There we go. Bionic Commando Hitler death. So I said some jackass called it a penis buff. Stupid trolls, really, man. Don't let that stuff bother you. Just focus on... You got some talent, man. I can see it there. So keep at it. Nerd says Hillary Clinton is playing. Sorry, but you're dead, Pete. Oh, God. You're right. You're right. Not only real life Hillary Clinton, but I've seen this player before. I've seen that player name. All the trolls are out tonight. We're in a troll lobby. I can't wait to be Jason and get killed because I'll be too focused on trying to kill everyone. I'll be like, I need to kill everyone right now. M says, yeah, that's what I meant. I mean, they kept him in, and it's obviously Hitler. They just didn't change anything else. So I says, yes. Thanks, man. Thank you all again. No problem, man. Anytime. Anytime. That's us. That is us. Oh, we're not on the thing, so I can't press it, but that is us. Alright, let's do this.
They're out there.
We'll see how we roll as part 4. If I'm terrible, I'm going to switch to part 7. That's what I've been practicing all week. Inti says, nerd, she'll erase the game and delete the servers. What are you talking about? There was never a Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th was never a thing. And always on the small maps. Can I once be Jason on, like... We have been. Like the Jarvis house. Those are great maps to be Jason on. None of this repairing the phone in the car within the first 30 seconds BS. OG says, Bill explained Monica Fling. He was stressed. Hillary. Oh yes, helped him with his anxieties. Sure, Billy. Sure. Nerd says, why does Jason run like he has hemorrhoids? I know. That's part 4, Jason. I'm not sure why his run cycle is like that. I guess part 2 looks like that as well. Uh-oh.
Please, no!
Ran right past me. Whoops.
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Alright, get back to the mission. See, this is why I like the slower Jasons, because the shift takes way too long to recharge on the running ones. Where's the box up here? It's the one at the damn back. Over here. They move it over here? Used to be against the wall we just ran past. Make it hard enough for me, why don't you? Well, that's a brutal morph.
No! Help! Oh, God!
Ah. Brutal. Why are they back down there?
Hi, Jason.
What the heck? Oops.
Fix it.
Hunt them down and make them pay.
Yeah. Stupid slow Jason on the morphs. I mean on the shift. Uh-oh. They broke the car. Perfect. I got the Jason. I got the Vanessa that was trolling me hard. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we. They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them. Get up, Jason.
Should have known better. They were sacrificing to try to get the car started. I didn't even know you could do that. Get the car back in the game. I just killed the car. Fuck. Or shoot. Jason's way more powerful than I thought.
Oh God! Damn it! Just
Oh, come on. Chad hitting me that hard?
Don't let them.
Oh, I hate when you can't put a new trap down. It's like a... There we go. OG says nice kill. She did deserve to die. Uh-oh. They're on the mask.
Jason, don't let them find me.
Is Tommy with them now? Yeah, Tommy is with them.
Stupid puta, gave me Taco Bell.
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
damn it! Just die!
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them. They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer. They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Come and get me. I'm going to get pocket knives. Alright. Usually I can find like 15 pocket knives in a game. I can't find one. Not pocket knives, throwing knives. Mr. Matthews says, Pete, did you watch that movie on Netflix that has ties to the other game you play? Movie that has ties to the other game I play.
Help! You what?
Fuck you, Jason!
Jason, my boy. Do you know what your gift is?
Jason.
Jason.
Why won't you fucking die?
Get up. You can never die. Find them and kill them. To mommy.
And I had to get killed by Chung.
Boy. That's my Jason.
Oh, Code, yes. Watching that tomorrow, Em. Watching it tomorrow. I got killed by the friggin' team killing idiot. Ah. I was so close. So close, so many times. If I had more throwing knives, I probably could have slowed them down. Oh, and then they dropped. Ugh. Let's catch up on the chat. Inti says to me, it seems like he has really tight underwear. That could be it. So it says Jason has a stick up his butt. Nerd says it must be a mankini season already. And so it says possible skid marks. We talked about OG's comment that she deserved to die. Nerd says, what did the car ever do to you? It got in my way, Nerd, and I had to end it. I had to end it. Oh, there we are in another chat already. OG says, do you watch Altered Carbon on Netflix, M? I haven't checked it out. I heard season 1 was pretty good at OG and that season 2 just dropped, but it isn't as good. So it says, oh, while you're working out, I guess what happened? What happened? What is up, Soy? Oh, God. Not this group again. Mr. Matthews says I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it. And OG's is pretty good. Season 2 just dropped. OGM, could you tell Pete, but then he would have to kill you. So it says tomorrow. So while you're working out, I kicked a weight. So while working out, I kicked a weight. Oh yeah, that happens, man. All good. No reason to feel dumb about that, man. M says I watched it with the kids last night. I was surprised by how good it was. Well, that's good. Rebecca will be happy to hear that because we'll be watching it tomorrow. We're working on catching up on Better Call Saul as well because it's in its last season. It's airing right now, and I like PVRing it or DVRing it. I think it's called PVR here in Canada. DVR in the States. Sorry, I just dropped something. So I said a friend stopped over, and yeah, all good, man. M says, OG, I don't watch a lot of series. The main one I'll take time for is Better Call Saul. There we go again. Same mind, M. We're on the same mindset again, that same wavelength. That's what we're working on catching up right now. We're near the end of season 3. So we had watched part of season 3, but we never finished it, and we had forgotten about it. So we're starting to watch that again, and then we'll watch season 4's on Netflix, and then I got season 5 on the DVR, so we will be ready. But we're also restarting Breaking Bad, so that could be a while. Inti says, I like Better Call Saul. I don't understand why they don't make a new season every year. I want to see Castlevania Season 3. That's what I never finished Season 2, Inti, so I was rewatching it today because I saw Season 3 drop, so I'm going to check that out. I have the Amazon subscription, and oh, well, there's an easy win. Dark Penis left, and Rebecca has, my girlfriend has the Netflix. Well, that was a good win. I'll take that. It's a good feeling after that to get a quick victory after those trolls. M says, I watched the first season of that Castlevania, and I couldn't decide if I liked it or not. And he says Season 2 is better. I kind of like Season 1. But so far, Season 2 is a lot better. So I think I'm 4 episodes in. But I remember Season 1 being only 3 episodes. So maybe I'm at the end of the 3rd episode. I don't know how many episodes in the 2nd season. Can't remember. But I'm going to watch... Oh, we're back with these guys? Is there not another room? Is there not one other, like, game room open anywhere? Like, Bueller? Can't find me another lobby to play in? Gotta keep rolling with these trolls? And he says 4 episodes. Ah, so I think I'm at the end of the 4th episode. Because they just opened, they just got to the crypt. To the Belmont crypt. M says it kind of followed the game pretty well. I was just distracted by the fact that Grand Dynasty wasn't in it. Well, yeah, exactly. They followed some of it, but not all of it. So they took liberties with it for sure. So it says, hey guys, thank you for the support, even though I don't draw much anymore. Thank you. No problem, Soy. Anytime. You should. Like I said, you should pick it back up and give it another try. It's worth it. And M says you're quite good, Soy. I'd encourage you to keep it up if it's something you enjoy. Again, I didn't even read the comment where I think he's chatting the same thing that I'm saying in the actual stream. So there you go. No! Oh. Well, time to get killed again. Time to get killed again.
Make them remember, Jason. Make them suffer.
So he says it is, and Inti says practice makes perfect. Exactly, Inti. Just like me playing Jason. This time I'm taking Chung down first. Every Vanessa I see is getting chopped. Taking the power out first so they don't call Tommy. They can call the cops. They're not getting Tommy. So it says Chad. That does it. No, that's not the one with the power box either. It must be the Tommy power box. It must be the far one. So it says only if my mother didn't lose some of my drawings. Oh man, that sucks. Alright. Yeah, they would have already called him.
No, 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 no,
They've already called him. So it says I picked some up. I have drawn animals. So let's get to the phone box. I think I just wasted my last bear trap.
They've come
Really?
for me, Jason. Don't let them take me.
We're getting killed again. But they haven't, no one's died yet unless they suicide. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Pick up as many pocket knives, I mean throwing knives, I keep saying that. Throwing knives as we can. And this Jason doesn't even have the hit points that part 4 does. Did I not hit him? Why didn't he stumble?
Jason, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Hi, Jason. Hi, Jason. Jason, you can go sack. You can go suck one. Oh. I don't know.
Oh, God!
Miss me. Everyone went out the window. It's Jason.
Anyone! Help!
Gage, cool kid, what's going on, man? How's it going? I'm just getting trolled by some serious troll artists when it comes to this game. And I'm on the verge of getting salty. Oh boy. I almost had him. Almost.
Oh man.
Get up, Jason.
Ha 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 ha, you suck it.
Whatevs. I'm done. I'm done. Oops. Hit the wrong button. I am done being trolled. Meant to go back to the lobby as we look at my Steam. Bring up some tunes while we're waiting for it to reload. You guys are talking about Castlevania in the chat, and it was cool that they revealed Sypha and Alucard the same way they introduced them in the game, and I like Trevor, although it was odd he was kind of a goof. Yeah, man, I didn't like how they wrote him. They wrote him in this show. That's part of what turned me off of finishing season 2. Just how he was written. Wasn't a huge fan of it. And he says they're missing the thief guy though is waiting for him. And I like Dracula and his 2 human accomplices. Godbrand the Vampire is a delight. Yep, that's the best character. The best character on Dracula's side for sure. And I like the Forge as well. He's really good. So he says he's going to. Em says Grant Dynasty, they should have written him in and given him all the jokes. Exactly. And let Trevor be all the serious. Exactly. The joke. Trevor is doing all the jokes. It doesn't work, but I guess that's a minor nitpick compared to the ridiculous Lords of Shadows. I did rage quit him. I did. When I'm playing, those 2 Vanessas are just way too buffed. It's impossible. It's near impossible. I had to rage quit. I was out. And I was out of throwing knives as well, so couldn't get close to them. They were just going to stay far enough away just to do enough damage to get the mask off. It's a pretty simple formula. Had to rage quit that one. Had to. Need to be in a group of better players than that. And have you ever played the Castlevania Lord of Shadows games? I was out. It's like, boom. Gone. Couldn't handle it. It's not worth it. It's like these groups specifically turn off the ability to be Jason. They lower it. They go to just all counselor. They focus on spawning as counselor so they can get people in, but not out of saltiness. It was totally out of saltiness. It was completely, I would completely admit that I was so salty. I didn't want to get killed again. Because like I'm saying, their rooms are built completely just to draw people in. And they're buffed. The 2 Vanessas buffed with that much. It's impossible. The game is still a little unbalanced. They need to fix that. If the game ever comes live again, they need to fix that balancing. Vanessa, when she's buffed up, she's way too strong. Like, you can't have a character that fast and that strong. And Jason that underpowered. And my shifts are off tonight, I'll say that. I'm playing like crap, so. And here I was practicing all week. We'll get a good run in. I know we will. Because nobody seems to want to be Jason tonight. We've been Jason a ton of times already. Uchi says, I don't blame you, Pete Frackham. Well, yeah, I didn't throw my controller, so I held my composure to that point. Where I didn't throw the controller at my camera. Like, I'm out of here. Good night, everyone. Screw this game. I don't play it anymore. Actually, sorry. I was playing the NES Friday the 13th earlier today for an idea. For part of the idea I was talking about. I wasn't doing much better. And he says, are those the God of War type clones? And this guy's player name is iPeg Ginger. Oh boy.
What in the fuck is happening?
Here we go. Mr. Matthews says exactly. Inti, I think Kojima had something to do with at least the first one, and that Inti has not played them. That's the one that looks like God of War.
Thank God it actually fit.
Run down to the boathouse. Inti says maybe dust off the NES Friday the 13th for next week. I'm thinking about it, that's why I had it out. But I had it out for a special reason. And man. M says it's an alternate universe of Castlevania where Alucard is Trevor Belmont in vampire form. Pretty much. Oops. But no, I can definitely dust off NES Friday 13th for a bit next week. We can stream both. Or we can switch to a different game. We can do NES and pop on a different game. Alright. Now I just need car keys. Car keys and we're golden. Let's go check the utility shed first. We need a Monza win, OG. We need that Monza. Soothe over my saltiness of getting killed. Should have been killed twice. Mr. Matthews says Sega CD. Oh, I'm trying. I missed an auction. I like a really good eBay auction because of work, because I got called into a meeting. But I'll get some horror games. We have the Dracula, courtesy of you. We'll definitely do at Halloween. That's for sure. Sherlock Holmes, exactly. Could do that. Inti says I have the footage of a Friday 13th NES perfect run. Maybe I'll make a video about it since Friday 13th next week. Go for it, Inti. I'll check that out. But no, we could do Sherlock Holmes. We could do Dracula.
Thank God it actually fit.
Let's do it. Get that key. Come on, Deborah. Stop running out of stamina. Ah, somebody's already been in here. Mr. Matthews says, or the rock painting game. Oh, the horror of this game as we paint rocks. And he says you have Night Trap and Sega CD. Oh, no. I do not Inti, but I've got it on the Switch. So if you guys want to see it, I can always play it because I have it on the Switch. I've played it a grand total of 3 times. But if you guys want me to run that at any time, just let me know because I can always change the game up. It doesn't have to be Friday 13th every week. Uh-oh. God. I have no weapon and no stamina. This should go well. And he says that game was all over the place back in the day. They said it would destroy the youth everywhere. It was the least scary, cheesiest game I've ever seen. Pretty much. Pretty much. Come on, Deborah. You can't die to this, Jason. This Jason is terrible. Seriously terrible. Stop closing the door, Deborah. Here we go. No keys. Is that another gas can? It is. Where's the other car? Birch. Mr. Matthews says, LOL, NT, have you seen footage of Sega and Nintendo about talking in court about Night Trap? Yes. I've seen Norm's video, the gaming historian's coverage of that, of the ESRB.
I hope I'm doing this right.
She has the key, yes. Come on, One Punch Man. Take me to your grocery store. What is One Punch Man's favorite food again? I can't remember what it is. I'll say hot dogs, but definitely not hot dogs. It's something stupid. What are you doing? What the heck? You want me to drive? No! I'm out, bro! I don't know what happened there. Like, just use your flashlight or something and tell me to drive. Who gets in the driver's seat and then gets out? Monza time. Whoa. Inti says, no, is it on YouTube? I'll look it up. Yeah, check out the Gaming Historian's video on it on Sega versus Nintendo and the ESRB wars. There's some footage in there, but I think the raw footage is around as well. Somebody's hiding. We did it! We survived! It only took an hour and 30 minutes to survive again. I think we won our first game. That quit didn't win. That quit didn't count. It's got to be an actual win.
Ah!
What?
Ah! Fuck you!
M says, I'm sure it is. There's been a few people that have made videos about it, like the Gaming Historian. Like, yep. And he says, I remember Night Trap from magazines, and back when that congressman was all over the news. I can't remember his name. He was also involved in the Mortal Kombat controversy in the 90s. Yep, that same dude. That same dude. Video games are too violent. They have to be less violent. Oh, Shelly. Tommy died. I mean, One Punch Man died and came back as Tommy. And I stole the car. Like, I'm out of here. If they're the host, they're gonna kick me out. Leave and not come back.
Ah!
Mr. Matthews says, yep, that's stuffy, out of touch, dude. These video games are rotting children's minds. I'm like, excuse me, sir, but I was very happy having my mind rotted. Stacy, what's going on? Mrs. M is in the house, says, hello, everyone. Just stopping by to give the stream a like. Thank you for the thumbs up. I must go now and watch Pete's cute doggo play in the snow. Do it. The unboxing vlog. Giving it a try. I figured, I was telling Mr. Matthews that because it was snowing today, I had to jump out there and get that footage. Had to. But thank you for stopping in, Stacy. Adding the dog was just an aside because I figured I wasn't going to put too much of it in it, but then I figured you and Mr. Matthews might make a comment that there wasn't enough dogs. So I'm like, I gotta add more dog because I know they like it. So I threw it in there. But there'll be more of that on the main channel. I put it on the second channel just to have it up. Altruistic. Interesting player name. Inti says, what was his name? He was huge back in the 90s. Wasn't... No. That's the president of Nintendo at the time, of Nintendo America, Howard Lincoln. What are they doing? Who else is alive? We got... Not sure. Tangief? Oh, they were using the flashlight to that person to say, hey, come out from underneath. Oh, there goes Chad. Joe Lieberman. There you go. Thank you, Inti. So you just looked it up. But that was definitely the senator that was all over that. These games are too violent.
Fuck you!
And Tiffany takes it to Jason. Tiffany and Shelly make their way out of the cabin, and Tiffany is constantly clicking her flashlight, running for cover, trying to get away from Jason. I'm not sure if they called the cops. I don't think they did. There's only 4 minutes left, so I doubt it. M says, "Oh, you beat me to it, didn't he? I was looking it up too." Mr. Matthews says, "I'm pretty sure Hillary was in there too." Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. She was involved in everything then. And he says Jack Thompson's another one. I remember him in the hot coffee thing in the early 2000s. Ah, yes. GTA San Andreas and the hot coffee. Oh, all 3 of them are now. All 3 of them are out. Even hiding Chad. They're on their way. On their way to the exit. Exciting stuff. This is where it would benefit the game to have the ability to always watch Jason, just not in public matches. Oh, here he comes. I heard the music, so he's probably camping. Oh, the cops are there. So the cops have arrived. I can see the lights flashing in the background. What happened to Tommy? Tommy escaped, left at the... Tommy ran out to the cops. Oh my god. Why am I not Jason when that happens? When Tommy leaves? I'm gonna steal the car and leave as Tommy. Job done. Why don't they just call this game Counselor the 13th? The 13 counselors. And have 13 different characters, because they own it. Like, what the heck? The glitch with the shotgun still hasn't been fixed. They're just standing there waiting for him to show up. Because they're probably both carrying pocket knives. At least they never added a pocket knife ability. That would make it really frustrating to play Jason. Everybody gets a pocket knife automatically. Yep, there's the pocket knife. Altruistic makes it out. M says, Peachy like board games too. I do. I do like board games. They're a lot of fun. I like the older stuff, but I have some of the newer stuff as well. Just leave, man. Just leave. Oh, there we go. Good to see Roy. Roy getting fed by the police. And he says they need the 3 hits and you're dead from the early version. Now it's 5 hits. Exactly. 100% agree, NT. The counselors are way too buffed. They shouldn't have 5 hits and then have the abilities for like thicker skin and extra damage. Because if you have a Vanessa with 2 extra skins and the damage buff, it's like, that's what that Chung person obviously had. It is impossible. I hit them 3 times with the throwing knife, twice with a throwing knife and once with my axe, and they were still alive. And I'm really salty about it. Mr. Matthews says, I found this old board game at Goodwill yesterday, and I almost sent a picture of you on Instagram because it looked like something out of Board James. Oh, you should have, man. I would love that. I used to love Board James. I got to admit. But no, totally send me pics like that on Instagram. I'll do the same thing. I'll post stuff like that I see once the weather gets better. I've been out like a bunch of times, but you know, I'm not gonna. I've taken some pictures in the pawn shop, but it's pretty small area. Exactly, thick skin and double sprays, and then you have the extra damage, especially if they have that extra damage if they're both running with the extra damage in a team, like as a team. Oh my god. Oh, we're on it right now. We're on the intermission. I remember that game. Crossbows and catapults. There we go. Crossbows and catapults. It is up while we're waiting. What I need to figure out is how to turn the music off of the game, how to have it set up on one of my things, and I keep meaning to do it every week, and I just put it off and I don't get it done. But no, I totally remember this game. I used to love this game. I don't know if we're gonna get copyright struck by going on Etsy, but we'll take a look. I just want to get it up close. Yeah, man, I remember that. I think somebody brought it into like school. That's what I want to say. We used to play it at school. But yeah, that's a great game. Crossbows and catapults. I haven't seen one of those in forever. But I want to say they came out with a new version of it. Like an updated version. Oh, here we go. Old school toys on Pinterest. Perfect. This is like this is like our bread and butter. What else do we got here? Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Silverhawks, Viewmasters, all the, like original, the toy guns from the 80s that actually looked like toy guns before they started painting them all the different colors. 4-person group. I'd be okay with being Jason with One Punch Man and these players. They all seem to not be the greatest, but who knows? Maybe they'll kill me. M says it looks like it still has all those pieces, but one of the catapults of the crossbows is broken. Ah. You probably get a replacement one, but I don't know if it'd be worth it. It'd be cool to have, though. But how, you know, Silverhawks. Oh, yeah, definitely cool. And OG says, I remember those. The big 4-person game. I think we're technically still on a break because we're waiting for people. So we'll bring up another one of my... Oh, no, we're going in. Really? I'm not playing it. Ah, I did it again. Sorry, guys. I meant to go back to the lobby. Brutal. All right. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that web page we were on. Crossbows and catapults. And while we're here, we'll crank some... another song while we wait for it to come up. The original Crossbows and Catapults. Oh, there's a better picture of it. Mr. Matthews says I had one Silverhawk figure. And he says I had a Silverhawk as well. I can't remember if I did. I might have. All right. Where else can we go? Vintage. Vintage games. I think I found I think thanks to your inspiration there, Em, that I think I found a great idea for us to help fill time when we're waiting. So what do we got here? Just vintage board games. Oh, somebody on Etsy is selling 10 various different games. Let's see what they got. Ooh, Bart versus the Space Mutants. Ah, it's gone. It's sold. Boo. Got Skate or Die, Karate Champ, Side Pocket, Tetris, NBA Live 97. I know what that is, but I can't remember. Madden 2002, Live 2000, and Muhammad Ali Boxing. Or heavyweight, yeah, with Muhammad Ali on it. There we go. Thank you. $227. $227. That's in the box, though. $549. Silverhawk Stillwing. A steel will with Stronghold figure vintage. Oh, here's a collector's guide. Star Fox, thank you. I thought that's what that was. I couldn't make out the picture though. That looked like Star Fox's head. And the font looked familiar, but I wasn't 100% sure. Alright. Oh, where there's Buzzsaw with the Shreddator. So we got, this is Quicksilver. I remember that character. Looks like it hasn't updated since October 2014. It hasn't been updated in a while. So it's probably way more than that. It's saying $20 US right now, but I seriously doubt that's up to date. Oh, I think we're up. Yeah, we're loading. Mr. Matthew says, did you have one of the main guys in Tees? I just had one of the bad guys because I liked his bird companion. Star Fox 64, and I'm looking for the one I had. Oh, okay. The bad guy. It might have been in that list that I just showed.
Real good.
Oh, this isn't too bad. I got this here. This isn't eBay, so I don't think it's something that would feed off eBay. $74 for this lot after 26 bids sold last February. So that's not too bad. 4 characters. That is not us. He was the main one, and he said Tally Hawk in the opening theme song. Wasn't that his name, Tally Hawk?
Gotta get out of here.
I don't
Now!
remember. It's been a while since I watched Silverhawks.
Anyone out there, you have
Why
to
is it
come
so
to
dark
Camp
in here
Crystal
if the
Lake.
power's on?
Bring a gun! Oh God! He's killing us! Help! Help!
Oh, because I think we're on the Jarvis house, and they never upped that map. They had dark in the game, and then I think they took it away from some of the maps. The Jarvis house is still the dark level it should be. And that's why people like playing Packanack as well. To try to kill Jason, because it's so well lit. Whoop! Well, that's a bit aggressive. M says Quicksilver, the one you're looking at. He was the leader of the Silverhawks. The one that I had was this goblin dude who looked like a character from the Hobbit cartoon. Same studio, by the way. Ah, okay. And yeah, I thought Quicksilver was the leader. Got a map. We're ready to roll. And the keys. I'm really just looking for a first aid spray at this point. I'm gonna have to go in the house after I jump through the window. Need it. Could be one in here as well, though. Yeah, there's one. Nothing. And he says, I don't remember his name. You press the action figure's legs together and it spread the arms. M says, LOL, I think the action figure is the main reason.
Ah! No!
I think the action figure's main feature is that the reason I didn't have more of the figures. And he says in Spanish the Hobbit kid was called Copper Boy. What was his? He called it in English Copper Kid. That's it. I don't think we're surviving this one, guys. Out the window! And we're dead.
Stop!
Yeah, I tried. Oh, Deborah, you're getting split. M says it really limited what you could do with the figures when they were designed with that specific feature. Yep, that's for sure. Inti says the translation was accurate then. Pretty much. Pretty close. As close as you're gonna get. Burn Raccoon City. I agree with that. I agree with that notion. Don't go to Raccoon City. It's not a place to visit. Not a place to take vacation, that's for
Holy
sure.
shit! Is that a dead? I need you to
Oh,
listen
they're calling
to me.
the cops now.
Jason Voorhees has returned, and he is killing my
Inti
friends.
said I like Thundercats
We
better. So
need
did I.
you.
The
We need you
figures
here
were way
right
better
now.
to play with. And I remember Silverhawks were on like super early in the morning, so I never saw them. I'll be completely honest. I didn't get up in time for them. I'm pretty sure they were on in my area at like 7, if not 6:30. Mr. Matthews says, agreed, I love Thundercats. Same here, man. OG says, nice outfit. On Jason? I'll be right back. They killed the one person we were watching.
Oh God, no.
Oh. There it is as well. All that's left is King Kong Choppa. M says, even though I didn't have any of the figures, neither did I. I had a friend that had a bunch of them. I think I remember picking up a couple like at secondhand shops later on, but never in the day. And he said I had the cat tank. You press the button on the back and the whole thing raises up and opens the mouth. I remember I used to play with it at school when the guy would bring it in. And since I watched Silverhawks every morning before school and Thundercats after school. See, in my area, it was back to back. I'm pretty sure the Thundercats was 7, and Silverhawks was 6:30, so that was a bit too early for me. The Thunder Tank, yep. And he says, plus a couple of figures, you press the contraption against their back, and the eyes light up. So it says, hey guys, True showed my artwork on Discord. Nice. And he says the device was like a ring that carried a battery. I remember that. I remember that in the commercials. And he said my cousin had a lot of the figures. They were a little too big for my taste back then. I think they were 9 to 10 inches scale. Yep. Similar, because they were made by the same company as the wrestling. LJN, I'm pretty sure, made them. The wrestling figures. They were the same molds. So he says, Pete, FYI, Tree took a screenshot of you just to show my artwork since people doubted me. No worries, man. All good. No problem at all. So it says, I hope that isn't bad. The screenshot? No, man. All good. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's get back to vintage toys. Oh, there we go. Retro Blasting did a video. I've seen some of Retro Blasting stuff. It's pretty decent. They did a video on Silverhawks. So it says he was like, this guy got his artwork noticed. Nice. Yep. Why not, man? Definitely share it. That might be a little too old, those toys. Let's bring up the Thundercat toys. There's a good lineup of them. The Toy Arc. Sounds like our type of website to stay on. So I said I had an old ass Hulk figure in good condition. It's all nice. I remember I had a Hulk figure back in the day. Secondhand. I remember we used to pick up a lot of stuff there when we would go as a kid. That's where I found like the Spider-Man car from like the 70s. I had that. I was in grade school, but we found it like a Goodwill or like a Salvation Army sort of place. So Thundercats a 90s series. Like I want to say later half of the 80s. But closer to the end. I would say closer. Like 86, 87. Inti says, a friend of mine has the Silverhawks villain with buzzsaws all over his body. That's what I think his name was. Buzzsaw, maybe? Yeah, the green one. I'm pretty sure. So it says, I had a Scuba Spider-Man toy. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look that up. Because Spider-Man just had so many different... Like, why would he be going scuba diving? I thought it was funny enough that he had a car. Like this? Was that it, Soy? The action figure? Looks pretty cool, actually. Not the worst. So it says Cartoon Network showed in the early 2000s. Oh, yeah. Showing it again. Are we on the Jarvis map again?
I gotta get out of here. Now!
Mulholland. We are. And he says, you lifted his head and the buzzsaws rotated. So it says yes. And Indy says in Spanish she was called Baron Buzzsaw. Oh, I got the car keys again. Not that they came in much help last time. Or came handy. Came in handy because it died. Tiger sharks, I remember that. M says, guys, do you remember the other cartoon that was like Thundercats and Silverhawks? Only they were fish people. I think it was called Tiger Sharks. So it says the cartoons are sadly cringe. And I still watch Ed, Eddie, and Eddie Street Sharks. Maybe that's it. But I think I know what you're talking about, Em. Sounds familiar. Sounds like we'll be researching that at the next break. NT says it's more of a TMNT ripoff. I actually think we're on Pinehurst. Yeah, we're at Pinehurst. M says, I remember Street Sharks. Still gonna have to Google it. Time to go to Edna's house. So it says, my Marvel encyclopedia was my life as a child. Nice. NT says Tiger Sharks does ring a bell though, but I don't think I've seen it. So it says Venom always captured my imagination. Oh yeah, so for sure. Once they added Venom in. Had some great story arcs with him. Oh. I did find a car part up here. It's very rare, but it does happen. But I guess that's more for the boat. M says they were humans that turned into marine creatures. It was basically just like Silverhawks. Why are you after me? Go after the person that's in the cabin. Oh! Boo! So it says it was by the same people, from 87 to 88. Mr. Matthews, Inti, how did you say copper boy in Spanish? Copper lad, I think he said. I'll check that out. I'll bring it up, so thank you for checking. Here it is. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember that dude up there. Yep. I remember those two. But there's tiger sharks, everyone. Now we can see the game. Now we see tiger sharks. Now we see the game. Now we see tiger sharks. Now we see Tiffany, Burn Raccoon City, and then we see tiger sharks. Oh yeah, so I circling that right now. OG says my childhood hobbies were books, chess, fishing, girls, then video games was squeezed in somewhere, plus soccer and football. Oh yeah, I played a ton of soccer and some football as well, baseball, a little bit of tennis, street hockey. I never actually played hockey. I know as a Canadian, it's horrible to say that, but my parents couldn't afford it, so I played the summer sports more.
What?
And I skated well, skated a lot, but never put the two together. M says, yeah, it was the same studio that did all three, but Thundercats was not like He-Man. And Silverhawks and Tiger Sharks were scientists who transformed. Tiger Sharks was real. Rankin Bass. Oh yeah, and that's all the same. Like Silverhawks and what Em was saying about the Hobbit cartoon movie. Inti says Nino can be boy, kid, or child. So it says Marvel Encyclopedia. My favorite toy was a Batman action figure. I had a Batman collection. Nice. Yep. Batman had some good toys in the day for sure.
Jason's here! He's back!
Calm down, Tiffany. What do we got down here? 87, 88, 85, 86. Oh, okay. Going to Tumblr. That's what I do for you guys. I'll even, on this stream, I'll even go on to Tumblr. Tumblr threads. Spy Devil Productions. It starts with 1 pixel. Okay. And that's why you don't go on Tumblr. Oh, Batman Returns. Nice. I never had any of those from the Tim Burton movies. So it says they also had a lot of Hot Wheels. Oh yeah, man. I had a ton of Hot Wheels too. Used to collect them like crazy. OG says, yeah, we had very little money. I got letters for sports, but couldn't afford a letter jacket. Still, I had a lot of fun. Nice. That's what it's all about, man. Inti says, I also got a kid from Knight Rider. It had a button in the back that produces 5 phrases. Oh, yeah. Rocking the kit. OG says he still does. And so he said the collection was sorted by color. Nice. He says, my sensors detect danger, Michael. That was one of the. That was the only one I remember. That's probably the most popular one. The other ones are probably just jibes on Michael. Are you sure you want to be doing that, Michael? Michael, that's highly irregular. What about Lego? Everybody collect Lego in the day? So he says, Revenge of the Sith gave me nightmares as a kid. Well, that's a pretty aggressive Star Wars movie, man. There's some dark moments in that. And I don't think it's as dark as Lucas wanted it to be. But it has some dark moments. So it says, my mom thought I had autism. M says, Inti, I had a friend who had that car in English. He sounded like, my name is... My name is Kit. And it says, Lego, of course. I was all about Castles and Pirates series. Oh yeah, Castles and Pirates was pretty sweet. I like the city ones. I had a lot of those. Some of the spaceships. But I think my favorites were probably like the city builds. Snow is here. It says nice bikini. Oh, and the red hat is just chilling. That's Tiffany. Tiffany in her bikini. So it says, all I saw was a dude getting burnt alive at 7. Oh yeah, man. So it says, I had toy tanks and soldiers. Oh, I remember those. The little green guys. Like army men. I used to play those like crazy. I loved them. And in Lego form. Like tanks and soldiers. But no, when I was really young, that was probably one of my favorite toys. Even though I think I had that Spider-Man car by then. Were the little green plastic army dudes. Hours and hours of fun. I don't think I was on Lego by then. I was probably still doing Duplo. And he says, I never had a G.I. Joe, not one. See, that was me. I had a ton of G.I. Joe. That's what I would get for, like, initially get a couple Star Wars, like, in early Christmas and birthdays. But when I really got to the age, it was all G.I. Joe and the occasional Transformer. My first Transformer was Sunstreaker, I'm pretty sure. I'd asked for Starscream. But hey. It's whatever's in sale at the Christmas season. Whatever's in stock. So. But I had a ton of G.I. Joes. From like the originals up like probably to around the time of the movie.
Good boy. Mommy has a reward for you. Come home.
What was that? So he says, my first drawing for my mom was a tiger. Nice, man. Very cool. OG said I had army men and tanks. Yeah, those were great. Those things were great. Mr. Matthews says Pete is at R-Type in the background. Oh no, it's Soul Feast. Because I have the CD on. I figured I'd let it roll on the first stream post repair. So it says realistic for a 7-year-old. Nice. That's why my parents think I have a form of autism. I had toy ships. M says I always loved the G.I. Joe companion animals. Oh yeah, man. Like Mutt. But I never had any of the crazy toys as a kid. They're crazy G.I. Joe toys. But I remember when, I think it would probably be about middle school when they started, maybe early high school, when they started going into like the garage sales, and we'd have like this big garage sale out at a hockey arena like every summer. And one year I went there and it was just loaded with stuff parents were trying to clear out. And like I think I had my, so it would have been like grade 8, 9, because I would have had like my first part-time job, but so I would have had some money. Might have been earlier because I had like a paper route. But I remember spending all my money buying that stuff, like buying Star Wars snow speeders, like tons of Transformers. I bought the G.I. Joe hovercraft. I bought the Tomcat, the what was it called? The plane called? Oh yeah, that was awesome. Then I sold them all, or I donated them all after, which I should have kept. Should have kept them. OG says I made a lot of planes and ships models too. Oh yeah, I did some models. Those were fun. Mr. Matthews says for the longest time my prized possession was Shipwreck's Polly. Oh yes, Polly, nice. With Shipwreck. Shipwreck was a great character. Such a smartass. The second, like more second gen G.I. Joe, but he was really good. Scott is in the house. Multi-minded Scotty is here. Says, hey there, Pete. Everybody's welcoming him. M says, what's up, Scott? Or Timberwolf. Oh yeah, man. Having like Timberwolf, that would be great. Or what was Spirit's animal's name? Having like the hawk, that would be cool too. Yeah, but Timberwolf was pretty sweet. Snake Eyes. So he says, I think I do, but it's not noticeable, only as a child. I would scream at 4 if someone messed up my toy cars. Colors in front of... Oh, in color order, breaking up the color order. That's understandable. Scotty's welcoming everyone, so he says, what's up? I'm sure at dawn will show you my drawing. Yeah, Soy shared another drawing for us this week. Once we load in, I'll bring it back up. So he says, I also couldn't watch Dora. I've been watching a lot of Dora because my girlfriend has a niece, so we've been watching a lot of it. Swiper, no swiping. There we go, brought it back up. Now that Scott's here, check it out. So his drawing. While we're loading in. And he says, watch Dora the Grown Up on YouTube. So he says, oh yeah, so yeah. Dora the Grown Up? No. I can already see. I can already see where that's going. Is that us? I think that's us. I'm pretty sure that's us. Yep. Alright, let's do this. One good run, that's all I need. Just give me one good run.
They shouldn't be here, Jason. Stop them.
That sounds pretty good. That 6-inch steak and cheese sub, Scott. Just give me one good Jason run. At least I got a decent map for once. And he's talking about Bill and Ted's. Once I get this power knocked in, I'm going to respond to that. And he says, I watched Bill and Ted for the first time a couple of weeks ago. I was not impressed. The sequel is much better. Agreed. Bogus Journey is so much better. So much better. Ah, got stuck on the tree. Oh, God. Brutal. OG says window repair guy must love Jason. Anyways. Back to killing the power. Ted, shut up. Oh yeah, Misty. But Excellent Adventure has its moments as well. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Oops. Terrible. Ah, no. What are they repairing? It's the phone. Damn it.
Yes, this is the police. Police.
Oh, God. Horrible night. Horrible night as Jason. Ah. Messed it up again.
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Spend half the game trying to find the spot where you can drop another damn trap.
Fuck you.
Listen, my boy. Do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do, you cannot die. You can never die. That's my boy.
All
Hunt
good,
them
Soy.
down and
If
make
you
them
prefer the first
pay.
one or the second one, I like some points of the first one for
Like
sure.
that asshole.
Stupid Vanessa's.
From me, Jason. Don't let them. Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them. They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Oh my God.
Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Why won't you fucking
Get
die?
up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Oh my God. These Vanessas. Like,
No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Please, no!
Ah,
They
friggin'
want to
pocket
hurt you,
knives.
Jason. Don't let them.
Fuck you! Help! No!
Thank you.
My Jason. That's my special.
Oh, come on. The boat is leaving too? Are you kidding me? Yeah, they got away.
Jason, my boy. Do you know what your gift is?
Oh.
No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Need to work on the shifts again. I've gotten better. Just keep missing them. That's what you get for standing still.
Yes. Kill for mother.
Every friggin'
Get up, Jason.
trap on every friggin' cabin.
Kill them.
Really? At least I get one of the Vanessas. Really? Oh. Oh, man. Where are they going? Oh. Gonna rage quit again in a second by how bad I'm playing. Finally! Ugh. Took long enough to get 4 kills off crap players. Boo, I'm terrible tonight. Terrible. So what are we talking about? The Wrath of Khan. The Wrath of Khan space battle with all the limitations of the area is so much better than 10,000 ships firing at each other like a modern Trek. Agreed. OG says, if you can stay awake through it. Avatar, are we talking about? M says that, Greg, you have to be honest, Steven Shatner acted his ass off in The Wrath of Khan. Or we're talking about between the motion picture Wrath of Khan. That debate is never ending. So it says Battle for Terra. OG says exactly, Bird, less is more. Indeed he did. M says that scene where they're stalking each other through the nebula and everything is so quite intense. That's some excellent shit. It is, M. That's some of the best Trek on film. Not just the TV stuff. Without a doubt. So it says Trekkies. Trekkies is great. M says, yes, still here, old friend. You managed to kill everyone else. But like a poor marksman, you keep missing the target. OG says sci-fi fans, but Khan should appeal to anyone who likes an excellent movie. So it says Babylon 5. Babylon 5 was pretty good. And so it says they never got into Star Trek. Mr. Matthew says, I've done far worse than kill you, Kirk. I've hurt you. I'm doing it in my Kirk voice, but that's Khan's lines. I've done far worse than kill you, Kirk. I've hurt you. I'll leave you as you left me. As you left her. Marooned for all eternity in the center of a lifeless planet, buried alive. As you left me, as you left her. Khan! OJ says it was all about his lost love. Mirena, or whatever, the historian from Space Seed. Marlena, I think. It was all about his lost love, who he blamed Kirk for her death, rightly, pretty much. They went on to tame a colony. Do you think you can build a containment world? Oh man, falling all over the lines. I know it so well. How did I screw it up? It will be glorious. Mr. Matthews says, I don't know if he was right for that. So it says, so does Star Trek. So does Earth exist in Star Trek? Yep. Earth is like the center of the United Federation of Planets. And they've brought everyone together and then they expand through the galaxy and explore. Mr. Matthews says he could have just ejected the whole lot of them into space. Is that us again? Is that us again? I'm good with Jason for a bit. So he says, I know they go back in time and shit. And Mr. Matthews says, of course, Earth is the center of the universe.
Find the others.
Let's hide. We don't do that very often. We don't want him to find us. So it says, ever wonder if there's an empire in the galaxy? And we're part of it? Hopefully not. On both points. Wonderful. All I have is a lead pipe. Definitely targeting me. Really?
Please! Anyone!
Should have quit so he couldn't get the kill. Mr. Matthews says, dude, if you're some fancy talking pirate who repaid my hospitality by attempting to steal my ship and murder my crew and myself, I wouldn't be so keen to make sure they landed on their feet. I agree, Em. I agree. Definitely could have handled a different way. We're coming back as Tommy. OG says, could be we are forgetting part of the dead empire. The moon could be a space station. Is very unusual. Unusual. Samuel, what's going on? Samuel stopping in. Say hello. Yep, that's a cool Jason, but I got killed. And now we're back as Tommy. And he says the Federation has surpassed all those angry, vengeful ideas, unless you're in Picard or Discovery. Exactly. Exactly, NT. We're back to it. According to Picard, the Federation is the cause of those angries. Samuel Firestone says, Operation Kill Jason. If I can work with the other people here, yeah, for sure, but I don't think so. They were trolling me pretty hard last game when I was Jason, so I don't think they want to work with me. But it's always Operation Kill Jason. Nothing up here. Take a look at the map. So the boat needs the... what do you call it? The propeller. But what do you call it thing? The propeller. The thing that moves the boat thingy. Sam says talk like Tommy Jarvis. What if that guy's out there? Megan, no! Don't go up to that cabin! Stay with the kids, Megan! Tommy, I think you're crazy. You didn't have to come, Haas. This is between me and Jason. Tommy Jarvis is out of his mind. I tried to kill him, but it fucked up. The Tommy Jarvis funny words? Oh, like the... Come on, Jason. Come on, you maggot head. Come on, you pussy. Look. They who called me. It worked. Have we called the police yet? I don't think so. I think I'm the only person left. No. Burn Raccoon City as well. Where the heck is the boat at? The boat thing. The propeller. Jesus. So hard to... Everybody's talking about Klingons. Kirk did have a vindictive streak for sure. Talking about moon bases, the Galactic Confederation. That's a possibility. I'm not sure. There's only 2 of us left. I'm not sure what Jason's doing. He can't see Tommy on the map. Unless he's nearby and he has his sense on. You can't see a sound. I'm making my way towards the boat. I knew the propeller was going to be in there. That's where I was going to try to steal the boat. Damn it. Well, then I'm just going to hang around my house. Go see if Gordon's upstairs. Are you home, boy? Gordon, you in there? There we are. All those models I used to make.
Oh my god.
Shouldn't drop that second first aid spray.
Ay, damn it! No!
Oh, there he was. So since you guys tripped me out and at dawn, do you plan to start that Discord? Yeah, man. Definitely plan on it. As soon as I do, I'll let you guys know. I'll get it up and running. Doesn't he see the doors locked? There you go.
Oh God!
There you go. Not sure what you were trying to do there. Gave me the opportunity to get out. The moon is made out of cheese. Yes, soy. Freeze-dried moon cheese. It's always good. Exactly, I eat moon cheese all the time, soy. That freeze-dried stuff. My sister turned me onto that. It's pretty good. So he says it tastes like blue cheese. Yeah, it does a little bit. Whoops.
Ooh. Ah, shoot. No, 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 no.
Yeah, well, you waited too long. You don't give Tommy that much time to breathe.
Ay, damn it! No!
Oh, God. Dead.
Guys!
I took you for a nice run, bud. Yourself. OG says, I live in Houston. Of course we know of moon cheese. Shh, we're running low. Amazon, man. Amazon. That's where I get all my moon cheese. I have it in like a couple grocery stores here too, but it's hard to find.
Come home, sweetie.
Em says we might just need to do a podcast that's a couple of noobs trying to figure stuff out. Do it. That's the only way you can figure it out, man. I don't know how Jez does those videos on the Discord. He probably just has like a background and he's just showing his screen playing the video. Oh, we're getting near the end. So let's do one more bot run, guys. That was a long match. Can't believe it's already 11:30. Let's do a bot match and then we'll sign off for the night. My old favorite, Crystal Lake, blood covered Jason. Part 6. Start it up. Start up the incinerator. Let's do it. Let's wrap this up with a nice little bow of killing every counselor. And I'll pretend every one of them is Vanessa. I wish you could change that setting in the bots. Make every bot a Vanessa, because Vanessas are so annoying to play when they're buffed up. So annoying. I think it's going to be us. Chad Faith.
They shouldn't be here, Jason. Stop them.
Alright, let's do it. What the heck? What the heck was that? What the heck? A bot that's actually doing something?
Do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you
That was a
cannot
car.
die. You can
That was
never
the battery on the
die.
car. Interesting. Nope, that's the one with the power box. Nope. Trying to take it from the wrong side. Nobody up here. So let's go back down here. No, that's the gas. They're out. Well, let's go take a look at the other car. Oh. I think I got them. They're repairing the power? Are you kidding me?
No!
Whoops. And pocket knife.
Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they
These bots are actually doing things.
cannot die. You can never die.
Oh, it's the other car they got started. Jeebs. I thought they had this one repaired. But the thing is with the bots, they don't move in the cars. They just sit there. Not until I hit them. They're still kind of broken. Or they move like super slow. But once they hit the car, it should start to move super slow. Oh, they're actually going. They basically drive into me. Nice getaway.
No!
Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is?
OG says Westworld.
No matter what
The robots are
you cannot
revolting.
die. You can never die.
Come here, Fox. Stick around for a bit.
That's my Jason. That's my special, special boy.
Really, Victoria? Or Deborah? I think Deborah took it. Really?
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
And I walked into that.
Do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do, you cannot die. You can never die.
Yeah, I heard the most recent season of Westworld wasn't the greatest. Go back in there. These bots, though. Everybody's trying to start the same damn car. And then they just stop. Makes a whole lot of sense. Now it's Tiffany. OG says Robot Girls, 1973 Westworld with Yule Runner. Yep.
Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
More running away, doubling back. Sorry, Tiffany. I'm gonna have to cut you open and see what's inside. Future world. Yep. That's a good one as well.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve
He was
to
trying to
die.
shoot me with a...
Make them suffer like we did.
Is that Victoria shooting the flare at me? Why didn't I catch her? And pocket knife.
Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Please, no!
Tommy is here? Mr. Matthews says, poor Tiffany. She was annoying. And Victoria is the most annoying of them all. And dead.
That's my boy. Hunt them
Because they
down,
repaired the
make
power
them pay.
and called Tommy. These stupid bots. He's going out the other window. And back in the same window. Out the same window? Nope. Over here. Where's the other window? Oh, are you kidding me? Again with the damn car? And it's like fly trap. And pocket knife. Oh, no pocket knife. As Jenny sinks into the ground, I will dismember.
That's my Jason. That's my special boy.
Mr. Matthews says, stupid question, did Jason's mom bring him back to life via black magic or something? Is that the lore? Not really. It really just that he came back from the dead. That's all it is. Or maybe he never died. He just lived in the initial Jason might have just lived in the woods. That's what the initial lore was. In part 2. But then they changed that with this whole zombie Jason thing. Did she jump out again? Yeah, the window's broken. Inti's right, it was never fully explained. Initially, it was Ginny in part 2 was talking about it. That it was basically, he lived in the wild.
Don't let them.
He survived the drowning and he lived in the wild. That was the initial explanation given, and they never tried again. Well, they did, but part 9 doesn't count.
Please, no! Oh my god. No!
Exactly, Inti. In part 9, there's a Necronomicon. Because there was supposed to be they were teasing at the end of part 9, they teased Freddy versus Jason, but there was initially supposed to be, New Line's idea was to have a Jason versus Freddy versus Ash movie. Now I can see the people who are riding because I have rage. In the closet. Yep. Always in the closet.
That's my boy.
Inti says it makes no sense he never visited his mother in all those years. Oh, I agree, Inti. I agree. More hiding. Inti said maybe he went feral with amnesia. That's a possibility.
That's my special special boy.
I thought it was this one. Is that Tommy? Is Tommy hiding? No, Tommy's dead. There's Mitch. 3 cheese kills to end the night. We are out of here, gentlemen.
Hunt them down.
That is it for
make
tonight.
them
I'm going to
pay.
wrap it up after that one because I had a horrible night playing as Jason. So thank you all so much for hanging with me from off the top.
My good boy.
OG, Mr. Matthews, and
Mommy has
Inti
a
and
reward
Soy,
for
you
you.
guys have been here all
Come
night.
home.
Much appreciated that you were hung in through all my terrible playing. I'm glad we had a chance to always hang out, talk about what's going on. Silver Sharks and Street Sharks and Silverhawks and all these other vintage toys. Mega came in for a bit. Snow was in for a bit. We had a couple semi-regular people. Soy had a new friend pop in with us. It was a good night. Good stream. But next week is Friday the 13th. So looking forward to that. That will be fun. But now I'm going to wrap the show up for tonight, guys. I didn't have my music queued up. There it is. Oops. I gotta figure that out. Had fun too, OG. Good night to y'all. Tiger Cats. That's it. Thundercats. Tiger Cats, Thundercats. Same thing.